What is up, my friends? I am back for another Display or Nay collecting news segment. Sideshow has finally revealed the details of the Obi-Wan Kenobi Mythos Statue, so let's take a look at this and see what we get for our hard-earned Imperial credits. Hello there, and thank you for joining me for this episode. If this is your first time on the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date on all of our content. And remember, what I state in this video is just some details mixed with my opinion. If you like this piece, I encourage you to follow your instincts and pick it up. Don't let my opinion sway you one way or another. Also, there is no exclusive on this statue, so if you want to pick it up, you should definitely check out Collector Zone. Use the code MCE to get yourself a discount. You can also use this code to apply it to a payment plan with them if that's what you want to do. And as an added bonus, those of you that use the code MCE will be entered into a drawing, and 3 of you will be selected to get a $50 in-store credit that you can use towards this statue or any other purchase that you choose. So Kenobi is the latest in the Star Wars Mythos line. It was first revealed at Sideshow Con. To be straight up with you guys, I wasn't happy to hear that they're doing another Kenobi. Just like with Maul, I feel like Sideshow needs to expand past the same characters that they keep putting out and give us some other characters from a galaxy far, far away. Now, I understand that there are those of you that have missed out on the original line, so I get it. And for those of you getting into it, good for you. I hope that you continue buying the statue line. I believe that the Star Wars Mythos line is an awesome statue line to get into. But for the rest of us that has been in this since the beginning, as a whole, I feel that this new Mythos line has been a letdown. You know, ever since they released the pictures of Asajj Ventress, I haven't seen another one that I've been wowed about. They started out with fire with Asajj Ventress. Then Palpatine was kind of meh. Darth Maul, although he is again being made, I think that the statue itself looks amazing. It's an awesome looking piece. But now we're at Kenobi, and I have to say, he doesn't look like he fits in with the entire line, new and old. And that's where I'm going to start. There are some things that I like about it, but overall, I am disappointed with this piece as a whole. Let me start out with the things that I like. I think the pose is cool. He looks like he's staring off into the battle, kind of like he's overseeing the war. So this kind of works for Kenobi. While I'm not a huge fan of the mixed media cape, I like that it looks disheveled and worn, and I like that we can pose it, so I'm going to deal with that. I like that it's the younger version of Kenobi, and he has more of that Ewan McGregor type of look. And the lightsaber does look pretty dope. I like that it has that ignition that looks like it's flared there at the emitter, and then it kind of points out at the end, so that looks awesome. And the base is cool too. It sets the scene, lets us know that he's in the middle of a battle. All right, and that's pretty much where I'm going to end with the things I like. Here's what I don't like. First up, the extra piece is a clone trooper helmet. Why would I spend $600 on a Kenobi statue to cover up the face with a helmet? I mean, that's reserved for the ugly girl you take home that you don't want your friends to know about. I get that this came from the Clone Wars animated shorts where he wore it for all but 10 seconds as he led a swoop bike team to attack Dirge, which, just to segue for a moment, if you haven't seen the Clone Wars animated shorts, you really should. They were awesome. But if the idea was to give him this helmet, I think it would have been cooler to have him holding the helmet rather than having it on. And it would have been even more cool if in the base, instead of that battle droid, was Kenobi standing over Dirge himself. This just comes off to me as poor planning. Or they decided, hey, let's give him a helmet just to justify the price tag. Next, the overall look of Kenobi looks far more simplified than the entire Mythos line, old and new. So that's why I say that he looks a little bit off and he doesn't fit in all that well. I think it needs to be far more textured up or just more of something to make it fit better in the line. I mean, you have all these other characters that look super detailed and super cool, super realistic. And then you have this Kenobi statue that looks like he's 5 steps away from being on Disney XD. And then lastly, that clear resin explosion in the back, I just think it needs to be a regular explosion and paint it up, maybe add some texture to it. Unless you're going to put an LED light in it, or you're going to take and have to put LED lights behind it to make that, look good. It just looks kind of like glass behind him, and I don't dig that. So this statue is priced at $585, which is much better than the Maul statue was. But from the looks of this, I think it should have been valued for at least $100 less. So is this a display or nay for me? Well, if you haven't heard it in the tone of my voice yet, it's definitely a nay. I just feel like the price tag on this went up, and their overall passion behind it kind of dropped. You know, maybe they should have gone with a different character, or maybe they should have just done something a lot better than the previous Kenobi. I don't know what to go with there, but as far as what I can see, I'm not feeling it. And again, if you like it, take my opinion with a grain of salt. It's just an opinion. You should buy what you like. And don't buy this because you think it will rise up in value like the last one. That's never a guarantee. But from the looks of this, it's light years behind the predecessor. Anyway, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. How many of you pre-ordered this? How many of you are going to pre-order it? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep it marvelous.